Hello, dear friends from wherever you are, somewhere on this beautiful, not always easy world. Welcome to Theodor on Friday. Some of you again, some of you new. Hello, dear friends. Wait a minute. Wherever you are, somewhere on this. Now I'm on my own again. Yes, Monica, to whom I say hello, has collected your ideas and wishes. And the idea was that it's not me who is just presenting what I think would be good for us. We have been working for 6 weeks, working through exercises which are known, which exist, but in a way we also realized when you asked your questions that eurythmy lives already in us. And what we could try to do is that we detect the eurythmy which lives in us. And in a way, like in a heart organism, the heart is not just pumping its energy to a place where it thinks it might be needed, but in a way, the energy, the meaning for the heart comes from the periphery, it streams to the heart, and the heart is just responding as vividly or strongly or healthy as possible. And I think if we manage that you in a way bring what are the questions and I try to answer in this small way I can try to do it, we could create a sort of circulation between you and us here, which develops a quality of warmth, which develops a quality of heart being, which develops a quality which can slowly open doors, not only for us ourselves, but maybe also for some greater perspective too. Yeah? Because it's time, everything is there, and we only have to learn to get hold of it. So, Monica will now show you a poll with the questions you have put to us, and we choose together one question. Then we take it out, we choose another time, a second question you would like to work on. We take this one out and we choose a third question or theme. And then, if the time is sufficient, I will work on one theme, have a break with you, work on the second theme, have a break with you, and if the time is there, work on the third theme. And general questions, just by chat and directly answering it, I can do at the end. So, please, now the poll is out, can you just choose what you would like to do the most? Yeah, you have 2 more goes anyway. So when Monica sees it's okay, then just close it and show us what it looks like. And liberation and freedom has become, if I see it right, number 1. And Monica, can you take this one out, please? This gives me some time to think how to meet this big question through eurythmy. And then we can choose for a second theme. And the order of the themes I will then just decide on once we know what we are going to do. It's out, Monica says, so please go ahead to choose the second theme. And when Monica has seen what you have chosen, she shows us that the etheric realm and eurythmy became another choice from you. And now, Monica, please take this one out. Let's choose a third question, and then we go ahead. And you know, today is a start. We have to learn how to work together, and I have to learn how to respond to it. And you give me a chance. I'm very grateful to that. And together we can grow, and I will grow into how can I meet you, yeah, next week. And this time I'm very happy to start with you. Monica, have we our third theme? How can I keep the spirit in me? How can I keep the spirit in me? Liberation and freedom, the etheric and eurythmy. What has this to do with each other? In one way, it's deep. It's really deep. And I think we start with the question of the etheric and eurythmy. And just maybe one or two words, why do we speak such a lot about the etheric and the etheric? For some of you it might be new, some of you have heard of this concept, use it themselves. And in a way it means, and Rudolf Steiner also says very often, it's so important to go into this area. And what the most specific of the etheric, in a way, it's a servant. It is serving. If you start to notice the etheric and to see it, it's already not doing anymore just what it should do, or wants to do, but it shows itself. But in a way, it always tries to fulfill what is needed, to care for our health, to do this and to do this, just in a way that you are not noticed, or it is not noticed. But on the other hand, it's so important that we connect with this field, because in a way, then we also become this clarity, we learn from it, and in a way, it will open our eyes to deeper, even deeper levels, to understand the physical body, to understand, or to become open to really understand what's the world about, and not just putting our own concepts into it. Let's just start together. We stand upright and we feel ourselves. And already here the etheric begins, because just feel your center, feel your heart, and slowly let go and sink down in your body, or feel down into the earth, under your feet. And when you do this, you might be able to notice that your body becomes held, even starts growing, even becomes more upright. And that after a while, maybe even the lungs react and let go. Make a little step. And now I try to go just through a few phenomena of the etheric, in order to not to answer it intellectually, but the etheric and the I, they are partner. They, in a way, belong to each other. So, if this happens, my ego perception was there. I also did not only lose myself. Start again in your heart and slowly go down, feeling downwards into the earth without losing yourself. And feel how the body reacts. And let the breath react. It's a little bit trying out, what do I have to do, how do I have to perceive myself that this happens. But why does the breath react? What is it? And one suggestion is the etheric body or the ether or whatever says thank you to you. Just expands, wow, that was nice. And your lungs just follow. So it's not the lungs, it's your etheric body who says, so beautiful, wow. And the lungs become white too because they follow it. And the air has to fill this space in the lungs. Yeah, that's the first contact to saying hello to each other, the etheric and me. A last time. We go down, feel down. And the feeling is the key, down into the earth. At the same time I stay with me. And feel I become upright and even my heels become light. And then I let go and listen to what's going to happen. And maybe only 10 seconds afterwards, a breath wants to come about and allow it to happen, even support it to happen. So this slight combination, I'm just let go, but I do not lose contact to myself, is one correspondence between the etheric and my I. Another, and these things you can also use think about in everyday life. Where does this come into action? Yeah? Staying in contact with myself by letting go. Now we do another principle of the etheric, that I work at another place as the effect comes about. It's one of my favorite exercises. Just stroke your thighs lovingly. Yeah? Bend them a little bit. It helps to become aware of it. Yeah? And again. And then, it helps us to feel it. Bend the knees a little bit. It's just a preparation, and then slowly turn or slowly come up and stretch your legs, but try to stay in your legs. Not in your legs, in your thighs, I'm sorry. Let go and bend them again. And maybe in the earlier times, nowadays too, you have the fish doses where you have a sort of screw where you can twist and then the metallic band around goes away. And maybe you are a little bit like such a fish dose and you're bent, and here you have your things you can turn and you are down there. And then turn your hands and slowly twist there. And with every twist, you bring your thighs a little bit more up until they are stretched. And then just breathe, enjoy if it worked, and become curious if it didn't work, how did he do it? Is it true what he says? Yeah. So I stand a little bit like this, then you can see both things. I just bend, I feel my thighs, and I turn my hand with my fingers and until they are stretched. And then let go again. And a last time like this. And what is the specific about etheric and eurythmy? That's what I'm busy with now, is it's not just specifically eurythmy, because eurythmy is everywhere. We just make it a little bit conscious, some aspects of it. If you look at the hip-hop people who just do this exercise, they lie on the floor and they just do this, and then they slowly squeeze them up until they stand upright again, and then the sounds they make. That they also practice every day, yeah, with their friends. You do an action here and the effect is there. Yeah? Let's try it once again without the arms using it. We bend it. We slowly stretch the legs, but we stay in the thighs and stay down there. And only afterwards we feel we have also reached our heart, but we are still there. And now do it a last time and just enjoy that it's possible to be active here. There's nothing in between, but you control your legs and you really bring them up. So here, and then twist, 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 twist. And let your breath react. Your body likes it to be addressed like this. Next step, you work on a specific, and why do we do this? Working here and let it happen there. This is because then the etheric body can organize itself. For example, just take your arms in front of your chest, and that's an exercise which is known often. It's very useful. It does this area good that you just slowly broaden the thread in front of your chest. You open up, you breathe out, and then you come back again. Slowly you come in. Yeah? And then you do it 2 more times, slowly widening. The sun is rising, you enjoy the sound of the birds, and then you come back again. And just do it 1 more time and feel that does me good. And come back again. And let go. It does good, but we can go 1 step further and use this principle that not I move my arms, but I try to use my thighs to bring my arms out and in, and just observe the different qualities in the arms which arises then. You do just the same. You have the arms here, the thighs are bent, and we just, what we did, that we screw us up, we just stay in the thighs, and we open the arms, but we in a way try to use the thighs to support this movement to open up. And then slowly, we even try to use the thighs to bring the arms in again. And we do it again. The thighs carry, support the movement, bring the arms out. And the thighs slowly bring them back. 2 more times, just practicing a little bit. I'm in my thighs. And I bring it back with the help of my thighs. And observe the quality in your arms when you work with the thighs. And down again. And let go. Feel the breath, how it reacts. Feel your legs. Feel the warmth qualities in your body, the light qualities. Allow yourself to relax without falling down. Did you notice that the quality of this movement changes a little bit? It's just a little bit. Everything is a little bit only when we work with the thighs. Because then my everyday consciousness is down there and I have to screw it and I have to stay down there. And the arms are not disturbed by my everyday consciousness. They can do this movement by themselves. Their own wisdom starts to do it without being disturbed by me, that thinks it should be done like this. And this is the quality of the etheric. It can organize it. It has the wisdom to optimize everything. Yeah? So the same gesture becomes smoother if I start it or carry it from somewhere else. Another thing of the etheric is that the etheric just wants to serve. And now we must not think that's how it should be. I also should be someone who wants to serve. No, that's the nature of the etheric. And because I feel this truth that is necessary, it can happen that my soul also enters into this attitude. But that's not what I'm speaking about. I'm just saying the body, the life forces have to have the attitude to serve us, otherwise they would just they wouldn't build our body, but their body, and they don't do this. Yeah? And this quality that the etheric so strongly wants to serve, you can a little bit observe by this, the fact that you really can lead the etheric by observing it. The etheric loves it to be seen. Yeah? Like every person in a network, in a factory, in an office, yeah, who works and works and works and is not seen. And then suddenly it feels seen. It feels that it's seen what it's doing. It changes everything. And that's the same with our etheric. It's not a being seen what you should do. This would do with our astral body. I do need this, I need a little bit more milk and be a little bit quicker. But it wants to be seen by our eye. Yeah? Who's just perceiving. And this we can do with this exercise, that we just stay upright. And now this exercise is also one of my favorite ones. We just let our arms rise like wings. The arms just we feel our shoulder girdle, we feel our shoulder blades, we feel ourselves. The back, the spine. And then we turn the hands a tiny little bit, just as a symbol, and feel the back of the hands, that they connect with the space behind us. And for some reason it's possible just to want to invite them to rise, and we can let them rise without any weight. It feels as if they would rise weightlessly. And if it stops, maybe you push a little bit, and suddenly they continue. There are different ways of doing it. And then just let them come down, but in a way that you have the feeling you carry them down. And then let go. Make a little step. It's just to start anew. That's not like brushing teeth, but it's just we change the room and then we start again. We do the same. And just observe how do you do it? It's hard to describe, but in a way your body understands what you want. And the etheric understands you. Yeah, that's your partner, and then he does it. You don't even exactly know how. Sometimes you help him a little bit. So feel your body again. Breathe, relax, feel your back, connect with the space behind you. Stay connected with your body, but feel, invite your arms to slowly rise. And if they don't go further, just stop. And then let them be carried down again. And maybe also now you notice the breath reacts. And we do it the last time. I do a step backward and you can see my feet. And just one thought to it, you notice it becomes so slowly. Because it's another thing, if the etheric starts to take over, time changes. It's the more you can give it over to the etheric, it's like spaces open up, and every millimeter becomes so interesting, and you don't become slowly because you say, oh, Theodore is slowly, I must not go quicker, but there's so many things to feel and detect and wonder that you just don't want to move quicker. Maybe just look into this also a little bit. Just stand upright, breathe, feel your back, connect your hands and arms with the space behind your shoulder blades, and invite them to rise. And notice, if you stay in contact with the body, that it reacts everywhere. And slowly let it be carried down. And see what it does to your body's experience. And let go. And the last, there are more things about the etheric, but what the etheric also does, if the I quality is in a way present, if I do not lose contact with me, then it always creates countercurrents. And if you are more on the level of the everyday consciousness, which we have through our astrality in a way, or whatever you want to call it, this I have to do and this, then it's only one direction, and you get exhausted. But if you stay in contact with yourself, you do what you know, I want to do it, and then this you give, but you also receive, and this comes into action. And one simple exercise to finish this sequence, which I've tried to go through now, is then we have a break and just let the body say thank you, because I'm convinced that he likes what we've just did, to talk with him. That we do this streaming up and streaming down and noticing, or what do I have to do that these countercurrents come into being? I only have to stay in contact with myself. So just use your hands, put them in front of you, and then just have the feeling, invite the currents in front of you to stream up. And then slowly turn your hands and stream up again. And the first thing I could be surprised that, yes, I can have the feeling it's streaming, yeah. I can't see anything, but I stream up. I carefully turn my hands slowly, because I stay in the etheric a little bit. And then I stream up. Whatever this means. My body knows what we are talking about. And then, just now, we have seen how it streams, and now just notice the countercurrents also take place. Just stream up, and notice in my body, at some point of time, it starts to stream down. oh yes, I feel connected to the body floor. I feel my feet. And then I stream down. And at a certain point it starts, oh, it streams upward, my heels become light. But my activity is streaming downwards. So, like when you look at water, we do it one more time and then we sit down, you have the rivers flowing from the mountains into the streams, into the sea. And then something happens. And in the clouds, on another level, the water is again carried back to the mountains. Yeah? So you have these two levels. There's this level of activity, and do not lose yourself in your activity. You only have to stay in contact with yourself, that this healing factor, the water is brought back again, but invisibly also takes place. So if countercurrents come into action, you are connected with the etheric and your eye. And if no countercurrent come into action in everyday life, think about what you have to do to bring them about. And the main principle is, don't lose you in your activity, but at the same time feel yourself. We do it one more time. We stream up. Slowly turn and stream down. Let your breath react. Let peace find a home in your body. And sit down for a minute just to feel how the body reacts to what we've just done. When I listen to my body, which limbs or which part of my body comes into my consciousness first? My chest, my heart, my legs, my feet. Is it more blood circulation feeling? Is it more breath, breathing feeling in the body? Just let your perceptions come and go. Don't expect anything. And if you don't feel anything, you can realize, oh, I do feel something. Otherwise I would be afraid that my legs wouldn't be there anymore. I feel them. So it's just a question of acknowledging that I feel something and to notice that it's very little, that all these perceptions are very small, little things. What I hear from your questions is not only how does function eurythmy, but how can eurythmy help me? Or touch deep questions in a way that I feel, yeah, it's a little bit of a step, or it's an opening into an understanding. And we have these questions about liberation and freedom. Liberation, the activity, and freedom, the state one wants to reach through liberation. And before liberation becomes necessary, one experience oneself as not to be free from even outer reasons or inner reasons. Both is possible. Liberation, freedom. Let's try to work on it a little bit. And I'm not native English speaker, as I'm sure you have noticed. So maybe some understandings of a word, of a syllable, of a meaning might not be completely just. And we cannot answer everything, but it's already a big thing to touch something. If something essential feels touched, it is ready to communicate with us. That's what I do believe. And if we go into this liberation, how do we approach it? I have just the feeling that if you look at it, what is more the body and what is more inner realm and what is more an outer realm, then I have the impression that that's working here. And liberation. If you have this Asian, you could even think ocean. Yeah. So if you want to, and then we are back to the etheric, because I have the feeling those questions you have chosen, they belong to each other. And the ocean, this big sea, that big sea, yeah, is an image, is the mother of the etheric. Yeah. So in a way we have this it's in a way okay. That's the mixture of everything we feel. And we just do this little thing, the L. Maybe some of you know an L. That's just a little bit coming up and diving in again. Yeah? And you just feel, oh, there's such a lot going on. Yeah? Liber. And when you have this word Lib, yeah, then in German, that's where I come from, Lib and Leib means body. Yeah? So in a way, there's L and the I, Lib, and then we have this gesture B. That's in a way body. And what is a body? A body is not one thing. In a body, so many things come together. You need a liver, you need veins, you need a heart. A body is yeah? That's why we have this thing, that we have the B gesture. There are many ways of looking into it, but also very practical. You have your arms here, and you bring everything together, full. Yeah? That's how it is. I can't change it anymore. A few things maybe I have lost on the way, slipped through my fingers, go out again, and then bring it together. Yeah? And in this, there is this E, lib, this quality, that's me, me, lib, this, in this. And let's now just feel this, oh, I'm in it, but there's such a lot of going on, all this struggling, L, And then this confinement in a way. Buh. Yeah, with all its, yeah, that's all good forces which in a way are needed, but they are maybe too narrow. Yeah. So just let's do this L and the B for a moment too narrow. Buh. But the more I would like to tell, look at is just that we look at the L energy and use your upper arms a lot, that you just feel, yes, something is moving and I have let to go. It wants to come. There's something which wants to come out. L, yeah? This going down and up. And then feel again this burr which brings everything to stop. Yeah? If the world would be great and fine and I would be a part of a temple, I could stand there and just carry the temple and then go back. But that's not how it is. It's not okay. Something in me needs to come out. It's bigger than this. And then you feel again this B. And what the air does, the air is something which wants to bring things out. The L moves in this direction, left and right. It goes a little bit forward, but then it goes back again. It goes a little bit. And the air, let's just look into the air for a moment. One foot is in front, the other behind a little bit. And then when we are down there, that's just, we collect energy, the energy rises, the heart opens and we let go. Or we give and then we just let go, we let it sink. And become compost again. And then it becomes nourishment. That we need nourishment to gain strength, and then we can give it away as a present, and then we let go. In this circle, just let's do it a few times, building up energy, but then it's without energy, this. And again, building up energy and letting go. And we have this in this liberation, which for a while has this, and it doesn't go forward, then the R is it with just afterwards. Yeah? And then we reach the ocean. Yeah? And that's just, we are not going too deep into it now, but we just say, when you have this shh, that's just, we feel this great sea. Just do a little bit that you go with your arms and you pour it out and you feel it coming back. Wow. You know, like as if you were swimming. I can move again. And what's the nice about water? Your weight has become less. Yeah, and still have to know how to swim, but in a way the water carries you. And that's what the etheric also does. It makes things light. And when things become light, they can start to flow. Let's just go into this again. This, yeah, we are in this confinement. The L is working. L. And L. And we just feel that there's this bay around. But it can't stay like this. We must continue. And we dive in. And then this moment comes where it doesn't have to be big, but that we just, now we go forward and it's the heart and we reach another quality. We swim. And we swim. And maybe this is an aspect I want to bring here, that it's a thing of changing a quality, a changing of struggling with weight and everything, and then we reach a realm, it opens up. And then it's just a different way. we can start to flow. And this is done, that's not a solution how it can be done in reality, but just that we have to know with this liberation, that's the wish to come through the heart level into this way of openness and flow and being carried through the etheric. Yeah? And the etheric is the wisdom of the world, or if it lives in me, the etheric is the wisdom of my body, nothing else. You can just, that's synonym, etheric, wisdom of my body. And everybody knows my body has wisdom. It knows that chocolate is not good for me. It also wants to have it. It's okay. So there are both sides. So liberation, back to this. So we just L, and we just feel that we are in this confinement of the B. L, and we feel our forces are growing there. And we just go inwardly, and it's growing and it's growing. And then, it's now the fourth time, we reach in a way the heart level, and then we transform this. Now it has to open, and we just go here, energy, the heart opens, it's giving away and letting go. And let's just do this air with the transformation from power to air, earth, and go. And the next time we continue to just go into the swimming movement, Asian. And there we try to stay. That's where we want to go to. Liberation. Yeah? From the liber, the body, Leib, through the air, which through the heart can transform forces of gravity into forces of light, into a different way of moving in the wisdom of our world and the universe. We do it one more time, and then we sit down, and freedom we can look at another time, perhaps. I hope you are happy with having a little bit worked and looked into a process which in a way wants to express itself through such a word. Let's do 3L. And with every L, our energy grows, and I feel it in my body, and my heart perceives it. Then my heart starts to practice the air. Can I transform these forces into forces of lightness? But I have to let go. I need this to let go. And again, I dive in and open and give. And now I have reached a state. And another one on the heart level, the ocean of the heart. Okay, let's sit for a minute, and everybody can reflect or let the body tell you if it liked it, if you liked it, what we did. The third theme you wanted to touch is, how can I keep the spirit in me? And there was a short description. I'm working as like the Etheric does, serving others. And I'm even serving people whom I would say what they are doing, actually, I don't feel like I really want to support that. And I still serve them. My etheric body too does it every day. Huh? Sometimes he says, I don't like that this guy doesn't go to bed before 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock at night. Huh? But he still serves me and allows me to take another coffee and so on. It's not the same picture, I'm very aware of this, but this, okay, I would do it differently, but I still serve you because in a way it's arranged like this. That's this thing, how can I keep the spirit in me? How can I stay with me? Not just with me, the question is higher, the spirit in me. And who is me is a big question. Yeah, one could become crazy of it if you really go into, is this me? Is this me? Yeah, there are all kinds of me's in between. Which one is the true me? And so on. And the spirit, we agree, the spirit is just wow. And maybe you just do this, if you go experience the body musically, you have a sort of. The music is not just going, so it's da 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 da, yeah? Not always, but in a way, because we are segmented. And just, let's do it. I may speak like this. Huh? Maybe I may speak like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. And very big, maybe. And then let go again. And let the arms sink. It was just an idea that we just experience, we just don't know how big am I. That's all I want to invite you. It's just okay, sometimes I'm like this. And just have the feeling you really feel something there. But you can also feel that you are a little bit, some days. And all the time it feels a little bit different what you touch. And it's there. And very big. And then let go. And I have spoken about the countercurrents. And so maybe we can do it in a way. And again, we only have to stay in touch with us, whatever this is. But the first thing is the body. We have just to stay in touch with our body. Because when we perceive our body, the I is the one who perceives the body. So when I perceive my body, I also perceive myself. That's why I am in contact with myself. Yeah? So just stay in contact with your body. And then when we do this, you might notice you do not lose yourself. You still feel yourself centered. A last time. Just I feel myself like big like this. Like this. And all the time have the feeling you take something in your hand. Or you touch something. And this. And I open up, but I feel centered, still centered, despite I feel myself that big. And let go. Maybe you have noticed that unconsciously your feet, your legs were involved automatically. The spirit in me. Just let's do spirit once. It's just a picture. It's just, but just use your fingers and to have the feeling. You can just, in a way, if you have very long fingers and you can look and feel from where is the spirit, you just expand far out, like this. Where is it? And then, just this. In Eurythmy, if you would look a little bit more into it, we would call it this is a color white. Yeah? If we do white, we do it like this. And it's arraying out to what's left and right. It's not into the front. It's just wow. Yeah? It's between back and front. But they go far out to the left and to the right. Wow. And once more, just... But it's not stiff, the finger moves, they are looking for, because the spirit can't be just packed, can't be grasped like the thing. There's movement in the fingers, just trying to touch a little bit, hints of the spirit, which likes to disguise. Just spirit. And again, let your breath react as a sign that we didn't lose ourselves just by trying. Where is it? The spirit. Spirit, a thing which you never can grasp, because then it's no spirit anymore. It was spirit, sure. And then in Eurythmy, in me. Just if you speak it yourself, in me. Can you hear that it's very different ways, these two E's, eyes. In me. Yeah? Strong and mild. And if we do the Eurythmy N, look, it's just, you have your hands here, and now use your body to draw your hands, your fingers, you are strongly in your fingers, towards you. That you have the feeling, like if you are on a surfboard and you have this dress which keeps you warm, that you really get a skin around your body. Yeah, that's the in. That's in the German language, so many words end with in or en, because that's just, again, we come back to ourselves. That's why the words end like this so often. Just go there, everything is spread out. Where is it? And then just use your body in. And now when you feel your skin, you can have the feeling, now I'm in because I feel my skin. As long as I don't feel my skin, am I in or am I lost? Yeah? Do it once again. In. And there you have this vertical in a way, in. And this me, just take it as a question for the moment. Me. Then we do not just draw it like this, but just use your hands and very on the heart level, just me. Use the hands in order to feel what's there. Who am I? Because the me is the biggest question. Yeah? So have here the hands and me. And if this spirit is a big question, can I really grasp it and where is it? You can also ask, can I really just me is, where's the spirit in me? Is it so clear where the me is? And if you notice, although the me is a big riddle, then maybe the spirit here and here are the same. A big riddle. Yeah? And the M is just bringing these two riddles together, becoming one. It's not an answer, how can I do it? But it's just for a moment, yes, maybe it opens something. Yeah? Let's try it again, just having this why, the spirit. How can I, the spirit, this big dimension, this riddle, where are you? And the spirit more or less lives in that I try to touch it. The more I try it, the more I can feel it. That's spirit trying to get in contact. And then use your hands and become aware of your skin by using your body in, here, and then again have the me and experience your inner question. Me. A last time, then we sit down again. Those of you who want can afterwards ask questions. The other one can just relax and let go. How can I keep the spirit? Where are you? White. Trying to feel it. Maybe do it from the side now. In, but we use the body. In. And this helps us. And now we need this. Me. And perhaps you notice when you do this, this realm does not become small. Yeah? This realm even becomes maybe even as big as the other one was. So please sit down for a minute, relax, and we finish this webinar of today. You can listen to what your body feels like. You can also listen to if your soul is how does it move in your body? How does it like it to be there? Or what else? And maybe you can even look in whatever it is, in a more personal level. What does my spirit say now? Does it feel honored, seen a little bit, or at least looked for? What is the state of happiness in you? Where can you localize it? Things like that. Okay, I think you won't be surprised that I'm very grateful to you to challenge me in such a beautiful way. In a way, your questions built a oneness, and we looked at the spirit of us maybe on a bodily level, what is the etheric, the spiritual wisdom in us. We looked at it perhaps at the soul level, how can I free my spirit? And we looked at it at a spiritual level. How can I let it live? Have it present in me? How can I be present in the spirit? So that was a great journey. And if you want to go on like this, please don't hesitate to do so. There's another opportunity next Friday. On Monday we will go more into practicing eurythmic elements which foster the presence in our body and foster our health and well-being, and just through this the immune system is the presence of the I in the body, and we do exercises for this. Next Friday we continue with that, and it's just great. You can ask practical questions, you can ask these questions. I hope I could meet a little bit what you were looking for, and I hope you could step in. So the replay you'll get within 24 hours. You'll get an email where you find it. If it's just the email you get for free, I have a package, and you get a link where you can buy it for free. And if you want to give something, that's also great. And it's the complete package. You buy, all coming webinars are then available to you. So you will read in the email, you get it, it's very easy. And you can do it the way which is best for you. There are questions, so I say to those of you who want to have a rest now, which is very good, goodbye, and those who want to listen to, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 questions, are welcome to do this.
I have to register every day, or with this registration I can go into the room the next time?
The registration is for all 6 webinars, and you get a reminder a quarter of an hour before the webinar starts. But it's also a direct link on the website you can use to come in. So both ways, to use the direct link or through registration, use the link you get from there, is possible. As soon as you have delivered your email address, you should get the link to the replays automatically. Okay, that was it already. Thank you very much. Have a good day, morning, night, wherever you are. People in the East, you are so brave that you are joining us. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye-bye.